visions in my head. People tell me that I'm crazy.
Hi.
Okay. Hi.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this episode. Love your sister. Great gal.
Oh my God.
Biggest fan of Paige. I was listening to the episode this morning with her. I'd already listened to it before, but I was like, I just literally love her and miss her. How's the baby? How's it going?
So she's doing well. I mean, if I were her, I would be so stressed right now, but I try not to tell her that because I don't want to make her more stressed than she actually is. But she obviously has, she has a 3-month-old and she had the baby in February. So she was basically quarantining like before we all were quarantining. So she's just been at home for a while and now they're trying to sell their house and they're going to move in with my mom. So it's just like, it's a lot, but yeah, Paige is the bomb and she's so good at her job and you're really lucky to be able to work with her.
No, seriously, if you guys, for those listening, so Paige is Whitney's sister. She works, she does like talent at Dream Media and GBA. But anyways, that's like who I first talked to when I came, and like she still to this day will like look over contracts for me to make sure I'm not getting screwed over because she's just a gem.
Yeah, she really is. I still do too, because we used to work together. Like when I had my clothing line, she was like my right-hand woman and was helping me manage everything. And so then when she got the job at DBA, I was like, oh my God, who's going to take care of me now?
And here you are, you're still working together, kind of,
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, do you want to do a little 1-minute bio, just kind of introducing yourself?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so I grew up in Los Angeles. I'm one of 5 kids, the middle child. I went to USC and actually studied gender studies, which has nothing to do with what I'm doing now, but I'm glad that I have that knowledge. But while I was going to college, I got an internship at Teen Vogue. And to make a very long story short, that internship ended up being televised on MTV show The Hills. And then we did a spinoff show called The City in New York. And then I moved back to LA and I launched my clothing line. And I did that for about 8 years with my family and then closed those doors. And now just basically like influencer, entrepreneur, creative consultant, have so many different projects. But that's me in a nutshell. And I'm a mom. I have a little kid and a husband.
He is so cute, Sonny. I am the biggest fan. His hair, oh my gosh, unreal.
I know.
Unreal.
We just cut it the other day too. It was getting so crazy long and I was in the bath with him. I'm like, I cannot deal with this anymore. So I just took the scissors and went for it.
There you go. Also now a hairstylist, everyone's adding that to their belt.
Add that to my resume. I'm a manicurist as well.
Yes.
I'm a facialist. I'm an eyebrow artist. I'm all those things.
Literally all those things.
Exactly.
My mom has gotten so into doing at-home gel manicures. She swears that she will never go back to getting her nails done. And that's the thing, like me, my mom, and my grandma get our nails done together, like often. So when I'm in Texas, like I don't know. I've lost my manicure buddy. It's just not happening anymore.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, manicures and pedicures were always my guilty pleasure, and I would go get a gel manicure like every couple weeks. And now I'm like too embarrassed to even show you, but one day again, like it makes you appreciate all those simple pleasures, that we once were able to just like get in our car and go to. But those are privileges and we're lucky.
I keep thinking about, I actually lived in LA for the past 4.5 years, and then I got a house in Texas with the intention of like splitting time, but obviously COVID. But I used to go to Nature Well in Studio City and get my smoothie, and then next door go get my nails done. And it was like incredible. I loved everyone there. I had the best time. It just makes me miss my like tropical green smoothie from Nature Well.
I need to go there. I've never been to Nature Well and I've always wanted to go.
Oh, you need to go. Get whatever the popular, I want to say it's called Tropical Green Smoothies. It's the best smoothie. It is so good. And they have parking in the back.
Ooh. Lovely.
Yeah, I know. A fun little addition.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go into hot seat today. We just want to kind of chill. We're going to talk home decor, style, motherhood, all these things. A little bit about growing up and changing, because the number one question in my Facebook group that people wanted to ask was about, like, obviously, like, reality TV. So we're going to briefly do that and then go into style, because I love following you because I love your style and I love everything you share on social media, especially the YouTube videos. You're actually really killing the YouTube game. Like, it's
Thank you. I really have to give all my credit for YouTube to my husband, because he's the one leading the charge there. My husband was in production and development before, so he just knows how to do all this stuff and just tells me like where to be and what to talk about, and he does the rest.
That's literally incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah. Okay, so moving on to hot seat. My first question and my favorite, what is the best purchase you've made under $100 in the past 6 months?
Does this have to be a fashion item, or can it be like a beauty item?
No, it can be anything, literally.
Okay.
Anything.
So I just posted about this the other day, but it's this skincare line, La Roche-Posay, which they actually sell in like any pharmacy, I'm pretty sure. And I got mine on Amazon, but it's a hyaluronic acid, and I'm pretty sure it's $30. And it is the most moisturizing hyaluronic that I have ever tried. And it smells so good. And I actually already see a difference in my skin. And I love it. I'm obsessed with it.
I'm going to order it. I'm the biggest skincare junkie. Anything skincare I'm into.
I know. The problem is, though, everyone tells you to try to like use the same things and have a really simple routine. And for me, like, I always want to try new things, and then I forget about other things that were working, and I don't really use things for a long enough time to know if they actually are making any difference. So like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if I should just stick to one routine or try a bunch of different things. I don't know.
Especially when you get sent stuff and then it's like kind of all over the place. But I feel like actually most people have really gotten into skincare over just the past few months. And I've actually simplified my routine more than ever, which is weird. Like, I'm actually not doing as many things, and my skin definitely looks better because I'm not doing as many things. Also, as soon as I moved to Texas, my skin cleared up so, like, not that it was crazy before, but I'm like, I swear it's like the air quality or something. I don't know what it is, but it made the biggest difference. Okay,
interesting.
Isn't that crazy though, right?
Yeah,
okay,
no, because what's go.
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, when I lived in New York, my skin was better than it is in LA, which is weird because New York is disgusting, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe the air quality here, just because of all the traffic. I have no clue.
But then you would think that with New York too. So who knows the answer, you know?
I know.
Okay, next question. Where is your dream place to live?
So I have been thinking about this a lot because I don't really know if I see myself living in LA forever. I grew up here, and so I kind of like don't want to have the same life that I had growing up. But when I think about my dream place, like lately, I don't know, like if there were no consequences and like I could just get up and leave, it would probably be somewhere in Italy. Like, so you know what I mean? Like, live a really simple life in the Italian countryside or something.
Yes. This also right now I'm in this mood where I just want to like vanish from everything and live a very simple life on like a farm or something at this point. Like, I'm in I have like one of two moods, and that's one of them.
Well, it's because we're just in our home constantly. And so it's like, if our home is going to be the place where we're spending the vast majority of our life, then we want to think about like, what does that consist of? Like, what does our home consist of? And in order to get like a bigger home and more land, you have to go to places like that aren't big cities.
Yeah, like not LA, not New York. It's really, I picked the right time to come to Texas. Literally, I picked the right time. Like, I'm so glad. Okay, last question. What is your favorite podcast?
Wow. So this is complicated for me because I have such different opinions about this person, like conflicting opinions, but I love the Goop podcast because I feel like it's speaking to women my age and women who are going through similar things that I'm going through. But it's, you know, it's like Gwyneth, she has extremes, and like there are some things that she says and does and sells that you're like, oh my God, this is so nuts. Like, I can't believe that I subscribe to something like this. But then a lot of the messaging and her podcasts are really relatable, and they make me really think, and I find a lot of value from them. So
I agree. I also think the benefits of Goop is that you just get totally different perspectives that you would have never heard, or like random things that I literally probably would have never heard in my entire life had it not been for Goop and these like random guests and stuff. So I agree.
I
Okay,
know.
before we get into style and home decor and all of this stuff, the things I really want to talk about,
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about just kind of like growing up like online and on TV and just kind of all of that stuff. I mean, obviously, are you glad that you did, started reality TV whenever it wasn't this age of social media, or do you wish that social media was as big now as it was then?
Okay, so I feel like financially, if social media were around when I was doing the show, I would have made a lot more money. Because the way the landscape was that you were making money based off the TV show and then some like bigger endorsements here and there, but there weren't all these social deals or brand deals. So like, financially, it would have been better, but I think for my self-esteem as a 25-year-old woman, I'm really relieved that there wasn't any social media, because I think it really allowed me to just do what felt right to me and not care about what everybody else was saying and doing and thinking. So I feel like I'm majority relieved and happy that it wasn't around.
Yeah, I actually think I agree with you. I feel like I would feel the exact same way. Love the coffee bean.
Yeah.
I feel like I would feel the exact same way if I was in your position, especially honestly, it's The Hills is such a like classic staple, like landmark show that I don't feel like all these new shows are, just because there's so many of them now, because there's so many different platforms. I feel like
Yeah.
it's like a classic too now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like the first one of its kind that I
Yeah.
think inspired a lot of the shows that are on now. So it definitely like carved a really important place in the landscape of reality TV. And I feel really lucky to have been a part of that, even though I never wanted to be on TV. I was never like trying to be an actress or like auditioning for stuff or wanting to be on reality TV. Like, reality TV wasn't even a thing in my early 20s, really. Besides maybe The Bachelor or Temptation Island, or American Idol, there were game shows, but there weren't really like documentary reality style shows. So it's bizarre for me that I ended up being on one, just because my personality is not really in line with the personalities that usually you see on TV now.
Yeah, I feel like because of that, it gave it more of a wholesome vibe. Like it wasn't as, I hate the term like clout chasing, but it wasn't as like clout chasing as maybe like a 2020 show would be. You had no idea what it could even turn into, because it really hadn't been done before, you know?
And we weren't trying, I mean, besides maybe Spencer, who feels like it feels like he was tapped in, like he knew that this was going to be a platform for him to really make something of himself. And he was like, you know, doing all these crazy things for the attention. But for us, like, I feel like we were so innocent. We weren't trying to gain followers or thinking we're going to go on this show and then it's afterwards, like, we're just going to become instant overnight influencers. Like, that was not our mentality. Lauren and I, for sure, definitely just wanted to be in fashion, and we thought that this was a way to do it.
Yeah, no, and It ended up being awesome, obviously, in the sense of like now it's such a great kind of like platform to drive off of, but it's so interesting because you guys really were like the first of your kind, you know? So it is
I
really
mean,
cool.
it makes me feel old. And what's crazy is that we filmed season 1 of The Hills New Beginnings that came out obviously last year. And then we were filming for a month before this all happened, and we had to obviously stop filming, and we don't really know what's going on, but it's been interesting getting back into it. And I've been much more nervous filming now because I'm just older. I'm like, I know consequences of stuff. Like, I don't really want to get in fights with people, you know, I'm just like past that stage. But at the same time, like, I want to do the show and I want to like highlight what's going on in my life, but I'm kind of always in between. Like, I feel like I have one foot in and one foot out.
Yeah, it's a weird line of like your privacy and then also almost giving the show like what it wants or like needs, quote unquote, but then also having like also like your own dignity. Like, I can't even imagine. That's just so stressful.
Well, and that's why I have chosen to kind of not be like a main part. I don't say I've chosen not to be a main part, and like my husband hasn't come on the show because I don't really want that kind of attention, and I don't want all those opinions in my lives. You know, like, I already have the social media following that I feel not judged by, but you know what I'm saying. Like, you put yourself out there and you're opening yourself up to other people's opinions, and that can sometimes breed insecurity. And so for the TV show, it's like, I want to do it because I'm part of the history, but I also don't want that kind of negativity in my life.
No,
you know, and they want a dramatic show. Like, I thought that I was like, maybe they would do a more slice of life type of show where they're just coming in and showing, kind of like how Newlyweds was with Jessica Simpson. Where
I was like, watching that last night, literally last night.
You were?
So funny? Yeah, so randomly.
That's actually such a good show to rewatch right now.
Oh, so good. Did you read the memoir? You need to. It's so good.
No,
oh my gosh, you have to read it. It's so good.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Well, anyways, yeah, like, I like the idea of that kind of show where it's more just like funny, slice of life, a little drama, but The Hills, they're like really going for it. Like, they really want us to fight.
yeah, it's like a boxing ring, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on into just kind of overall style. I wanted to go into home decor. Over just like specifically quarantine, obviously, like, I bought a townhouse here, so I've been really into decorating. My mom's an interior designer, so I've always been into it. Or she isn't anymore, but she was. My aunt is. Like, it's just kind of runs.
You're so lucky,
right? Isn't that?
I wish I could have an interior designer on speed dial. Like,
it is so nice. I feel like I have such a particular vision, so I feel like I don't even use her at all, other than like, hey, can you find me this online? Like, I'll do that sometimes, and I'll like, oh, what do you think about this? Like, I'll send options. But at the end of the day, I'm so like, no, it's my house. I'm picking it out, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Like,
I just want your discount.
No, literally. Well, that's the thing. Like, I have chairs in my living room that people always ask where they're from, and I'm like, it's an interior. I can't do. Like, she has access. No one else has access. Like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And people are like, oh, this link. I'm like, I'm not trying to like not give you this link. There just isn't a link. Like, I'm sorry.
Right. Well, that's what happened. I bought this desk from this place called Made Goods. Because I created like a little work from home space in our guest room because I didn't have an office in here before. And my sister-in-law, who's an interior designer, sent me this desk, and people are like, what's the link? And it's just, I think it's just a site for interior designers. And I feel bad because I want to be able to provide like all my followers with where I get everything. As you can see, look at
Are you recording?
Yeah. This is Timmy.
Hi. Sorry.
Sunny, come say hi. Look, you want to be on a podcast? Hi. Say
so she can see
hi.
it.
my gosh, I love the haircut.
I love you.
She's saying she loves your haircut. Can you say thank you?
Thank you.
Oh,
Alright, let me get him out of
Okay.
here. Sorry about that.
It's okay, don't worry. Sorry.
total tangent, but for some
Yeah.
reason over quarantine, I keep joking that I've become like this breadwinning housewife because all I do is like work on my house and stuff. And now never had baby fever before in my entire life, and like I'm not having a baby for at least 8 more years. But I am like, oh my gosh, I want a baby. Shay Mitchell posted this photo with this stroller. That is so cute. And now I'm like, wait, that's literally me. And I'm like, why do I think that's me? I'm 22. I don't have a kid. Like, I'm not married.
Oh my God.
But
Yeah,
I think
but you
it's
get
me
it.
now.
You can envision it, and that's great. Like, I mean, good for. I have to see this picture now.
Oh, it's so cute. I'll forward it to you right now. I literally
Okay.
posted it on my story because I'm like obsessed.
Oh my God. But no, you should be so, like, being 22, being, not having kids. I feel like this is a really good time for you right now because you can really focus on yourself and like work hard and have time to think about like your path and your future and what you need to do to get it done and not be distracted by so much stuff. I mean, it's also hard because like you're 22 and you want to be social and like hanging out with your friends and meeting people. I don't know if you're in a relationship or not, but like, yeah, I feel the worst for the kids that are like 18 and, can't go to college. But that is a total tangent. Sorry.
No, 100%. I think exactly. And I love my life as a 22-year-old and like what I can do now. And I've always like, not obviously, like I was like, yeah, I'll have kids, but I was never like, oh, I want kids. And like, for some reason, somehow my maternal instinct has kicked in. And I think, you know what? It's 2 things. And I've said this before on the podcast, but it's Samson the Dude's Instagram. It's like 3 golden doodles and a baby. It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. And then it's Shay Mitchell's post of their stroller. Like,
Oh my God.
so ridiculous. Okay, so back to home decor. How would you describe like your home style?
I don't even know how to describe it because it's so like it has so many different styles. Like there's a little bit of a traditional aspect, like when it comes to rugs, and when it comes to, I don't know, certain textiles, like more of a traditional look. But then like when it comes to furniture, I'd like more mid-century. I would say there's not really a lot of modern to it, but I probably would say like traditional mid-century with like pops of like California desert. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think you nailed it actually. That was really good. Where is your favorite place to shop?
I need new interior design websites badly. I'm trying to think of, Cherish. Cherish is my favorite. Cherish is just the best because it's all like vintage, thrift, really, really just cool, one of a kind pieces. And that's more what I go for. Like I like pieces that have a little bit of history to them. Also, the site Industry West is really great. Have you heard of Industry West?
I can picture like the logo, but I don't know.
It looks a little bit industrial, like the branding is a little bit industrial, but the furniture is really great. Like we got a really awesome wicker headboard from there, and we just got a new console piece from there in the front. And then I do like a lot of good sourcing on Etsy too. Like Etsy obviously has really good rugs and really cute like tchotchkes. I'm trying to think where else I've gotten stuff on like in this room. There's a site called Saint Frank that's really cute. They make really great pillows and blankets, like also really good textiles. Parachute Home for all our bedding.
Oh my gosh, yes. They're the best.
I think those are all the major ones I use, but you'll have to message me some more because I really want new ones. I need vases in the house. That's like the one thing I know I really need right now is good vases.
H&M Home randomly had like cool vases for a second, and they're off the website right now, but I need them right now. I have a friend, Sarah from Nashville. She's a blogger, not a blogger. And a vlogger,
Yeah.
actually. But I'll send you her profile. She's like very, like, not exactly your style, but I think you would really like her style. But she does, like, she just bought a house in Nashville, so she's doing, like, all this home decor and has, like, the coolest thing. I'm literally obsessed with her.
Yeah, send it to me. I just thought of 2 other ones too. Sorry. There's a site called In Favor Of, which makes really cute household items like candles and bowls and kitchen stuff. And Food 52 also has really cool stuff like that too.
I love Food 52. It's so, yes. If you're going to invest in one piece in your house, what do you choose?
The couch, I think. Like the couch in your family room where you spend the most of your time and you are watching TV all day long. Like that, I think the comfiest, like you want a couch that lasts a long time. I also think if you're designing your house from scratch or doing a renovation, to spend the money on cabinetry in your kitchen. Like I kind of cheaped out with the cabinets in our kitchen and I'm really upset about it. Like I felt like at the time I could use like the IKEA boxes, and then there's this company called Semi Handmade, which then makes the actual fronts of the cabinets. And if I had to do it all over again, like I still would have used Semi Handmade, and that interior designer, Sarah Sherman Samuel, she has a collaboration with them and does really cool covers for the cabinets, but I would have chosen different ones because they just kind of look crappy. Like they're cute in pictures, but it's a bummer.
In person, that's the worst, and then you've already done it and it's not something that you are just gonna like redo, you know?
No, like the fronts of cabinets are like, they're so specific, and
it's just such a pain.
Well,
okay, let's talk clothing. What have you been wearing? What is like your favorite loungewear as of lately?
So I have been wearing the craziest things. Like some days I will look like this, like I'm in full, like the craziest, like this weird socks, like, you know, that's a lot of the time. And then other days I'll feel inspired to get dressed up and actually feel like myself again. But I've gotten some really cute sets and really cute, comfy, cozy things from Free People. Like I love their stuff because it's not, you know, like too expensive, and it's actually quality, and it's really comfy and cozy loungewear. And then other than that, I feel like I've just been wearing boyfriend jeans and t-shirts. What have I even been wearing? Like some flowy dresses. Like I had this really cute Doen dress. Shop Doen's really cute. And those are easy things to wear around the house, like barefoot or with sandals if you're going on a walk. Workout clothes, I've been wearing Varley and Aloe Yoga and Beyond Yoga, Year of Ours, Outdoor Voices.
I love Outdoor Voices.
Yeah.
I have been living in sweatpants. Like I barely get ready. I've gotten ready. I mean, I'll get like quote unquote ready. Thank God my style is already very athleisure, so it's like really easy. But I fully plan to just survive in dresses all summer because it gets so hot here. I mean, it's the same as like the Valley heat. It's pretty similar.
Yeah, but it's humid.
Yeah, it's just a lot. So I wear dresses and sneakers pretty much every single day. And I have been going crazy with buying dresses, and that is my plan. I recently got the exercise dress from Outdoor Voices.
Oh my God, is it great?
It's so great. I fully look like a tennis mom about to like hop in her Range Rover and go to the country club.
With like the visor.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, the sunglasses, all of it. The like pearl necklace, whatever. But it is so great. Like it is the most comfortable thing I've ever worn. I was doing like my version of yard work is like my rooftop that I had to like clean and stuff yesterday. And I did it in my dress and I felt so like country club. Like that's not even my style, but I just like loved it. They also recently came out with the best biker shorts, and then they have like the exercise skirt, I think is what it's called. And that's really cute. It's very like tennis skirt, not something I would have thought would be like my vibe, but I actually are wearing it, and it's not in the way that you would picture it when you hear of like a tennis skirt, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I need to see it styled, and I need to see it on, but I wanted that dress. I saw it and I want it. I feel like it came in a leopard, and I was like, oh my God, I have to have that leopard exercise dress. But there was something else I was just going to tell you that I was wearing a lot. Oh, I just got on Shopbop those redone tanks that everyone's wearing, and I feel like so trendy, but they look like such a good cut. And then I also have just been investing in really comfortable bras, like bras with no underwire that are good for under t-shirts or under like flowy dresses and stuff, because I feel like you just want to be comfortable right now. And so kind of comfortable undies and bras I've added more into the repertoire.
Where are you getting them from?
So Anina Bing has a really good, it's sold out, I think, on her website right now, because I've been checking because I have it in white and I want it in black, but she has a really good white lace bra that has no underwear. Spanx makes this bra that is, sorry Spanx, it's not the cutest cut of all time, and like the more you wash it, it's nude, so it starts to get like grayish or whatever, but it is this bra called the Braleluja, and it is the most comfortable thing that you will ever wear. And I'm like a 32D, so I kind of have big boobs, and so people are always like, how can you wear bras with an underwire? But this bra, like, it holds me up, and it's so comfortable. And then I just went on Shopbop and got a bunch, and after I got off the phone with you, I'm gonna go through the ones that I got, but I think I got like a good Eberge one and maybe a Commando one.
I haven't had anything from Spanx ever. Isn't that crazy? I just thought about that, and I feel like everyone talks about it. I need to get it. I need to buy more. So
yeah, we'll connect after this with all this stuff, because I need your interior design sites, and I don't have good sweats. Like, you say you're wearing sweats every day. I do not.
Outdoor Voices, best sweats ever.
Really?
They're so good. I will send you a photo. You will be shocked at their Outdoor Voices. They're so good. I didn't
even know that they made sweats. Well, actually, I have a pair. Are they drawstring and are they heather?
No.
Like I have like a drawstring heather gray from Outdoor Voices, but they're probably not what you're talking about.
They don't even have a string at all. That's why I love them. You'll be like, wow, I cannot believe it. And they're so comfortable and they're so flattering. I literally wear them. Like, I have multiple colors, and I think I live in them like at least half the week. It's really something.
I feel like you're the kind of girl. I know we're gonna have to put so many links at the bottom of this. You seem like the type of girl that can just wear like a t-shirt and sweats and just put on a pair of hoop earrings and then feel totally pulled together.
Oh, like, no, I feel like I'm dressed up at that point. No, yeah, you can. Everyone can do it. The art of pulling something off is just wearing it and no one questions you. Like,
you're right. You're right.
And then you just get a cute pair of sneakers, call it a day, you're done. That's literally my everyday look. It's actually what I'm wearing like right now. You put it like literally.
Well, I didn't know that your shirt was a crop top, so that was a fun surprise. But what sneakers are you wearing?
I have a pair of like really simple Yeezys that I cannot remember the name of, and I'm just gonna butcher. And then honestly, mostly I just wear like really crisp white Nike Air Force Ones. Like, I just replaced one, and I purchased like so many. So it really just depends. I'll go through phases, but I feel like my staples would be Air Force Ones.
Okay.
Would be like
that's like very Emrata of you.
Yeah, very. It really is. Okay, let's talk about working out. I love working out. Love that you talked about workout sets because I live in it. You like hot yoga, right?
So I was doing hot yoga all the time before this started. because I was doing a lot of spinning before, but it was just like too harsh on my body, and my hamstrings were getting so tight, and I was getting bad headaches because of like my posture. So I stopped doing that and I turned to hot yoga, and I love it. But obviously I can't do hot yoga anymore because I can't turn the heat up in this house and like kill everybody.
Exactly.
So I've been doing, so I've been using Obey Fitness, the app, and I've been doing the yoga sculpt classes. They're just like 30-minute classes. And then I'm going live actually today with Megan Root from Sculpt Society, and we're doing like a 25-minute abs, arms, and butt thing if you feel like joining. But other than that, it's like Obey, Megan Roop, have done some lives with Pilates by Amanda, who's a great Pilates instructor here in LA, and then just walks. Like when Sonny's sleeping or Timmy's with him, like I'll just go on long walks. We live in the hills, and so I can kind of make workouts out of that.
I am like so into hot Pilates. I would go every single day in LA. And
I never did hot Pilates. I feel like I would be obsessed with it.
You would, if you like hot yoga, you would, I mean, it's obviously different than yoga, but it is literally my favorite thing ever. My favorite instructor, Daylight, who's like been on the podcast, is like basically a character on my social media because I talk about her so much. It's actually embarrassing. We literally just did IG live before this with workouts. I've been doing that stuff. I'll do hot Pilates online. And then, do you know Melissa Wood Health?
Okay, so someone just told me about her. Actually, Amanda, Pilates by Amanda. So Pilates by Amanda's husband is my husband's best friend from life. So she was talking to me because she's trying to like grow her virtual business. And she was like, have you heard of Melissa Wood Health? Like she's killing it. And I looked her up, and but I haven't done anything. Like I haven't followed, but I know people are obsessed with her.
Okay, I think you would love her. I
really
started her workouts just over the past few months, and I was such a like, I have to go somewhere to work out. I'm not an at-home workout person, and honestly, I've become such an at-home workout person. I love Melissa Wood Health. I just go on walks and do Melissa Wood Health, and like your body, it's so lengthening and toning, and she's so calming. Like I think you should try because you would really, really like her.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna make a note of that. Melissa Wood Health.
I'm the biggest fan of her. On it. Okay, the last thing I wanted to talk about was just like a relaxing routine. Like what are things that you do to kind of wind down some things of self-care? If you've been like consuming certain content that you feel has really been good for you, that sort of thing.
So a couple things. I take really, really, really long, like really, really hot showers, and I take time with everything. Like I exfoliate, I like take time to shave and use like good shaving cream and a good razor, and I like will exfoliate my skin or like leave my cleanser on for longer or deep condition my hair for a while. Like I really just take time in the shower, and that really helps me. Like I always, because we have to shower anyway, so I really use that time because it's like the only time that I can just be, you know, really alone right now. And then I'm reading this book called Untamed by Glennon Doyle that I feel like is so popular. Oh my God. Yeah. So I'm in the middle of it right now, and I'm underlining and highlighting like crazy. That is helping me really just like, instead of, if I have a free minute or Sunny's sleepy, like instead of like puttering around the house and cleaning and trying to do chores, I'll actually try to like light a candle and sit down and read, because I feel like after I've read, there's just a different sense of accomplishment that I get from it. I think like waking up in the morning and telling myself like it's going to be a good day is just like a really good habit to do, because you're already kind of switching your brain into a positive mental state. And I think that like the rest of your day, it really does benefit the rest of your day if you like start with that positive mental attitude. My walks, obviously. What else do I do to calm myself? I would say call friends, but like that's usually what I would do in the past. I've been on a good socially distanced walk with a friend that was really helpful, but I feel like we're so connected on our phones right now, and we're so just like obsessed with it that I'm trying to disconnect more from people. And I feel bad because even like my family is kind of like, Whitney, where have you been? Like, and it feels on the outside a little insensitive because it is such a hard time and we really should be checking in on our family and friends. But I've kind of gone the reverse and been like, what do I need to do right now that like serves me? Like, and it's not just sitting on my phone or texting with my friends. Like that doesn't work for me.
I actually agree with that completely. I'm very similar in that. I feel like I've grown. There's a few friends I feel like I've talked to a lot more, but for the most part, and it's like I'm by myself in this house. My family lives super close, and Texas has kind of lifted. I'm not really leaving, but
same with LA. Yeah,
I'm just like gonna stay here forever. But yeah, I feel like I've been reading so much over this.
Yeah.
And I got a Kindle Oasis, which is like the best thing that ever happened to me. And I just read every night for hours. And so it's probably like, I don't touch my phone for like the last 4 or 5 hours of the day. Like that's how much I read because I haven't been watching any shows. And mentally, I feel so much better. I feel like I think clearer. I'm just not on my phone scrolling aimlessly as much. Like now I'm trying to be one of those people that doesn't look at my phone for an hour in the morning. And like, I'm not doing a good job. I'm not even close, but I'm trying to do that because it sucks because like I wake up and I go on a run, so like I need my phone because I use an app.
I know, and
so
you're gonna see. I know.
That's the part that's so hard.
I was listening a long time ago to one of Lauren Everett's podcasts, Skinny Confidential, obviously, and she was talking about how she doesn't look at her phone for a while after she wakes up, but she's able to like somehow put it on do not disturb so she can listen to a podcast while she goes on a walk or something. And I think that is really important. I feel like there have been studies that shown that if you wake up and look at your phone right away, it like raises your cortisol levels and you are immediately, you know, stressed and feel like you have to respond or feel like you have to do something. And so I do it. Like I need to not pick up my phone right away, but I do wind down at night. Like when Timmy and I are just watching TV at the end of the night, like we kind of we try as much as possible to make it like a no phone situation so we can actually not be so divided and be focusing on the activity. Cause like all of a sudden when you're on your phone scrolling and you're watching TV, like 2 hours go by and it's just been like such a waste of time. There's nothing productive that's come out of that. You haven't absorbed anything. You haven't absorbed what you've looked on your phone. You haven't absorbed what you're watching on TV. Like it's just not good. But I still do watch like a good amount of TV just because I love it.
No, my TV in my room broke and then I started reading and then I was on this reading high. So I kind of chilled out, but I just like, I'm making like a den. So I have like a projector in a movie room. So now I'm back to like watching shows and stuff. But I've just gotten into such a good routine. Also on the subject of not being on your phone, my Gmail app has not worked on my phone in like 2 weeks. It keeps crashing. It doesn't matter what I do. And at first I was so annoyed because I was like, oh my gosh, I need these. But now it's so nice. I'm like, I don't even want, like my manager's like, okay, like when's it gonna, whatever. But I'm like, I don't even want it to work now because it's so nice not having email on my phone in the morning. So I'm like, I'll go check it when I want to check it, you know?
That's the thing. Like I was talking to my therapist about this and he was like, you should put your phone either on do not disturb and do whatever it is that you need to do for yourself for an hour at a time. You know, like I find myself starting a lot of projects and then not being able to finish because in between the projects, I'm like checking my phone or writing back to a text, or even when I'm scrolling through my emails, like I get a pop-up text. Like I think it is really important for productivity to just like do the task and not be distracted by your phone at the time. I'm also considering, and you may think I'm crazy, but like I'm considering unfollowing almost everybody on Instagram. Like
I've thought about that.
There's some
times.
people, you've done that?
I have gone through and done mass unfollowing sprees, but I've thought about like not following anyone.
Like, so I feel like I want to see what's going on with people because like I love them and I want to know what's going on in their lives. And also for people that I don't know, it's just fun to watch them. But I feel like it's detrimental to me, especially when following other influencers, because I feel like I'm just comparing myself to them and they seem like so hyper productive, and then it's just making me insecure. And I always thought that I was a more confident person than that, and like that I'm such a self-aware person and that I wouldn't care what like the other mommy influencer like me is doing, but I guess it does, and I have to be mindful of that. And so yeah, I've been thinking about doing that, at least maybe muting them, because I also don't want to like hurt people's feelings.
I mute a lot, honestly. And
yeah,
another thing I found that at some time, like there will be a few months where I feel like I'm following too many people, it's too much content, it's too much, like I don't want to see what everyone else is doing, and it's a comparison game. And then there's a few months it doesn't bother me at all. So I feel like I go through phases with it. Like that makes sense for you, because like there's some times where it does really bother me, and other times where like I haven't thought about it in like 6 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I'm also like, it's good for work. It's kind of like research to see what other people are doing, because then it inspires you to do certain things. But I don't know if that's worth it. But yeah, I'm in one of those phases right now where I'm just like, once I have the time, I'm gonna sit there and start muting people.
Yeah, at least muting is really great.
Muting people. Yeah.
Wow, this has been such a good episode.
Oh my God,
where can
good.
we find you? I'm so happy. This is great.
Oh my God, good. I mean, I feel like we were just talking like girlfriends for 45 minutes. It's fun. I like this lighthearted stuff because this is like we said, what we want to hear right now. So my Instagram handle is at Whitney Eve Port. My blog is whitneyport.com. My podcast is With Wit, and my YouTube is just Whitney Port, and that's it.
Amazing. I will have it linked down below.
Thank you so much. This was so
fun. Thank you for
fun.
coming.
Of course. Have a good rest of your day. Oh my God, it's Friday. Happy Friday.
I know. Happy. Oh my gosh. What a weekend.
If I'm really being honest, and you ask me how I'm doing, I probably have to tell you that.